Turns out I missed a coin right behind these boxes from last episode, or at least recently. I figured I got them all, but after doing a once over around here just to be sure I got everything, turns out I did miss that. Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Donkey Kong 64. Previously, we ventured to this room, the testing department of Frantic Factory, and cleared out most of what we could do in here, among other stuff. Today, we're going to enter the next section of Frantic Factory that I want to tackle to, well, keep continuing clearing out the entire level. First off, we got this to spawn in from Tiny's board shooting game from last time. This is the first time we're getting a banana fairy, actually, if I'm correct. So wait till the smiley face comes up, and then press B to use the camera. And when you do that, capturing a fairy will increase a lot of your inventory and also refills all of your ammo. So you saw it increased our oranges and our coconuts by 1. I think they may have also increased the amount of reel that we can have for our camera as well. It also maxes out everything upon capturing a banana fairy. So now you see just how important it is to get those fairies and how rewarding it is to actually capture one too. Unfortunately, not all the fairies are going to be moving as slow as our first captured quote-unquote victim was. Some of them can move pretty fast, so you gotta have a slightly fast trigger or hand on the camera to get those fairies, and with some careful timing, you can capture those fairies as well. We'll come across one at some point in our quest to actually show that in action. Let's see, I know I saw a bunch of pink bananas we can get, which is right here. So we'll go through this trail. I think I might lead back to where we were before, when that path split up between this department and Snide's HQ. That's probably what was it. So I think we now cleared out everything we can get in the testing department. So now let's head on to R&D. Oh, I need to get Diddy for that. Gotta figure out how to switch someone out. It was gonna happen at some point. But it's best to get all that collectible stuff out of the way now, so we don't have to worry about that later. Also, when you start up a new playthrough, that entire thing just locks up for some reason. I don't know why, it just does. Want to shut that off pretty quickly, hence why I didn't start the episode over there. Well, apart from that, there was that coin that we did get at the top of the episode that I did miss out on by accident. Speaking of coins, there's a lot more here we can get with Diddy. And I climb up this pole, should lead us to the next room, which is the R&D room of this entire facility. Right after I go switch out to Lakey again. Oh man, a lot of back and forth in this game. But it is fun to do so if you want to go for 100% completion. And as somebody who has done that more than once, I can attest, like I've already attested time and again, it's pretty annoying to do. There we go. A lot more of these coins, a ring of coins for Mr. Lanky. We'll keep pressing with him while we're at it, because there are also some blue bananas here around this section, the R&D room. So we'll travel around here first and see what we can get. Ah, on top of that, there's Lanky's Kasplat that we can find as well. So we'll pick this guy up pretty quickly, and just like that, one more blueprint for us. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Or should I say banana squeezy in this case, because we're collecting a lot of those things. It's like that the Kongs actually like bananas. It's almost as if they're from the monkey family or something. Imagine that. So there's a lot of stuff we can tackle here. We'll go in a clockwise direction to see what we can get. I can hear that open and close time and again. That's gonna be a little annoying. I apologize for that. No, that's to use the camera. I want to use like its instrument. Since we have everyone's instrument, we can gain access to most of these rooms. Starting with Lanky's. This room is pretty simple. Hit the switch. And you'll get this little mini game to happen. Just repeat the pattern with these keys on this little piano, and you'll get the reward that's lying in wait. I think the pattern always stays the same in every file. CBCD, yeah, it should. I've seen this pattern more than once before. I've actually been able to remember most of it by heart, surprisingly. Not sure how, it's just always been a thing that I've been able to memorize when it comes to this game. I used to think that the pattern was randomized when I first played this a long time ago, and I did like repeat playthroughs on this game, but that's not the case. It was just my own memory that was miscorrecting me on that. I do see that little balloon string that's floating across the screen as well. Trust me, I'll get to that after we take care of this, because I don't want to lose my focus on this for the moment. We will get to that balloon eventually. Eventually, as in like a few minutes. CBC deck. That's how I'm able to remember it. If there's a word I can spell out, then I'll just say the word to help with the pattern. CBC deck A, yep, A. As far as I know, the F key never gets used in this pattern for some reason, so it makes you think, why was that even put there in the first place? Ooh, that was close. I thought I hit the D one by accident. There's deck, and then there's A. That should be the last one. Yep, it is. So that's up to what? 7 keys we had to use for the hardest, quote-unquote hardest pattern of this little mini game. Nothing to it. 41 golden bananas are ours. And now, go get this pesky balloon while we're at it. This looks like I can actually time it well. There we go. And now off to the next Kong. The next one we'll be using is Diddy. Just go up the ladder and you'll see his guitar pad is right in front of this door. I also saw a balloon there. I think I'll get that first before I do have to activate whatever in this room. Just to be safe. I think there might be 2 balloons in here. Yeah, I thought so. I always thought there was like 1 in here for the longest time. Just keep forgetting there's actually 2 of them in here. That's the first one. Wait, there's 3? I thought there was only 2. Okay. It's a really rare occurrence where you find 3 balloons in the same vicinity in this game. It might be the only time in this game that's actually a thing, come to think of it. I could be wrong because we still have a lot more of this game to go. But I'm willing to hedge my bets that that is true. Come on. Come on, you little balloon. Let me pop you. It's for a worthy cause, I swear. Let me pop you. Stop moving around. Thank you. At least we got the banana medal as well before that. So it's pretty clear what you have to do here. Just punch in each respective code you see with a chippy charge with these 4 numbers. And then you will be able to accomplish whatever we can do with these doors. So I believe the first one was 1324. And when you punch a code in... Was that it? No, it was 1342. Whoops, my bad. We have enemies to deal with once we do punch in a code. They're not like exclusive enemies in this room. There's stuff you've definitely seen by now if you hung around here long enough. The good thing is you got limited ammo and peanuts to work with as well. So deal with the Spica Singers and the Crowbot was no problem at all. Also, the door gets to be reopened after every battle you go through. So next one we'll go through is this front one, 3124. Let's see what we can find behind door number 2, or number 3124. It's Mr. Dice and Sir Domino. Very fragile enemies, the easiest enemies you can kill in this level. After all, they only take 1 hit and then they're disassembled. And the last one is 4231. 4, 2, 3, and 1. And the last door contains Crowbots. Nothing to it. I wonder if we have unlimited crystal coconuts in this room as well. Let's find out. Nope, they're still limited. That doesn't matter. It just gives us more ways to kill these guys. Or at least, not kill, destroy, because they're robots after all. Crowbots. to be exact. And no big surprise, that spawns another golden banana, which gives us the answer to life, everything, and meaning in the universe. 42 golden bananas is now in our possession. I think we might squeeze in at least one more room before we call it quits for today. Or maybe the last two if we're fast enough. Now we're chunky, chunky, chunky. It's Chunky Kong time. We could go down that tunnel, but I'm gonna leave that for later. Because if you go down there, you won't be able to get back up to this room. So we'll be leaving that for some other time. Instead, we'll punch down that wall fence. And then with the triangle trample, we can open Chunky's room of the RD section. And this one is gonna be a little tougher than the previous rooms we were in so far. Also, this is the first time I'm actually using the pineapple launcher, which is Chunky's firearm. Well, I say firearm loosely. He's got a freaking bazooka. That's pretty badass and pretty dangerous too. I don't want to imagine what it's like getting hit by a pineapple in the face. I think that might actually kill somebody if it was hurled at with enough velocity. Those things don't look fragile. They're pretty sturdy looking, I must say. So we've opened the Pandora's box, so to speak, if it was actually made of toys. It's just a bunch of toys we have to deal with. There's these sticks. We saw Mr. Dice from earlier, or Mr. Die in this case, there's only one. Then there's Sir Dominoes. Ow! I actually got hit by one. That's kind of surprising. Guess I let my guard down there. But after you clear out a few enemies, a bunch of them will assemble together. And just wait for it. You get the toy monster. This is a rare instance in the game where we encounter a mini boss of sorts. This is very unique to anything else we've seen so far, so don't take it lightly. And it doesn't have a quote-unquote, I guess, health meter. It takes more hits than your average foe to eliminate with. Don't go standing and punching away with the B button and hope for the best with this guy, because he retaliates really fast if you try to do like a standing punch attack. So the best way to tackle this guy is to use dash attacks, because his uppercut will happen, like I said, really fast, really quickly if you stand around long enough. I used to have a lot of trouble with that guy when I was younger, but after finding out that the dash attack basically breaks this fight, it's not that much trouble to do. And that's the third golden banana for Chunky Kong. Well, DK's still at a big fat 0 for this. I've been kind of neglecting him for a long time now. But conversely, Chunky's been getting a lot of screen time since we did free him in this level too. So I think it kind of balances out somewhat. DK will get his time in the sun very, very soon actually, because there's some stuff we have to do in this room, or at least in the RD section, with Donkey as well. And I think we'll take care of that next time. We accomplished quite a lot in the RD section already as is, so there's not a lot left that we can actually do. With that being said, next time, I think we will switch out the DK after all, and finally get one of his golden bananas in Frantic Factory. Until we meet again, farewell for now.